I'm sorry, not all of our parents swam here. Not all of our parents came on their knees here. Not all of our parents had to hop borders to get here. Hay niveles, okay? There's some people who actually abide by the law. There's some people who actually follow the law. And I'm sorry that your parents didn't get to do that and now that you live in fear. But just because I am more privileged than you shouldn't sit here and attack me because guess what? I do have a cara de nopal. And guess what? My birthright citizenship isn't going to get stripped away because my dad was a green card holder way before.
People in the mega cult are so uneducated. Girl, let me tell you something, girlfriend. Even if your parents were not here legally and you were born here, birthright citizenship removal is not going to affect anybody unless they were born after February 2025 or July 2025. But we won't know when that will take place if it takes place until the end of this month. But you would know that if you kept up with whatever President Trump says, not just follow the cult. Now, while you speak here about there being niveles, también hay niveles de pendeja. Because how do you sit there on a high and mighty throne, acting so untouchable, putting down other people for whatever way they got here or how their family members got here, while you literally stated your dad was a green card holder? How did he get that? Do you understand the process of what a green card holder has to go through? You don't just get a green card. You got to apply for a visa. Then you got to be here for about 2 years. And then you apply for residency, which would be the green card. But you would know that if you actually did your research and you weren't so arrogant. See, my mother was born in the United States, and her parents came into the United States under the Bracero program, and that's how they got their citizenship. My father came into the United States in the 1980s under the Ronald Reagan administration, and that's how he got his citizenship. I was born here. I don't have fear of any of my family members being deported, but I speak on immigration because I have compassion and sympathy for people, and I'm a conservative Latina. As a conservative Latina, I do my own research as to what's really happening in the United States. I'm also a constitutionalist because I have served in the military since 2010, and I swore to protect the Constitution of the United States and its people. So while you sit here and scream que hay niveles, and you scream and sit here that you voted for this, you voted against human rights. Because some of the people that are being deported are not just criminals, it's people that came here the legal way, and one day to the other, their visas, even permanent residencies, were cut off. And they didn't know until I showed up to their houses or they went to their court hearings. Many of the people that are being currently deported or arrested by ICE are visa holders or green card holders, just like your daddy. And their legal status is being terminated for absolutely no reason. Literally, no reason. Not even a criminal record. But you would know that if you actually paid attention to what was happening in the United States. Now, you can sit here and laugh on how birthright citizenship doesn't affect you. But see, just Monday, the DOJ announced how they were going to start deporting any American citizens that were naturalized here in the United States with a crime. The funny part is that they never said what kind of crime, so it could even be a traffic violation. So your daddy that came here and got the green card would still be affected and could still be deported under that new policy that President Donald Trump is trying to pass. You know what's crazier? On Tuesday, President Donald Trump announced that he wants to deport American born citizens if they commit a crime. And again, that crime can be something as small as a traffic violation, whatever fits their agenda. Because again, if you paid attention, Latinos have been targeted and stereotyped by immigration down to the point that American born citizens have been detained and arrested by ICE and held in detention centers wrongfully for days. And now, while you can sit here and scream MAGA all you want, your accent is pretty deep. Your facial features are very Latina. To the white people, you're still an illegal. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter how much you scream MAGA. There's going to be plenty of white people that look at you and say that you're an illegal immigrant, even though you were born here and you should be deported along with your family. It doesn't matter how much you wear that red hat. It doesn't matter how much MAGA gear you wear. You're never going to be one of them and you're never going to fit in with one of them. And you're acting very entitled. But you forget that your father was a green card holder once. And I'm pretty sure he still remembers the fear of being deported when he first got here. Because like I said, hay niveles de pendejismo. And the way you speak about your own people and you try to act like you're better than everybody else, mija, that's an embarrassment to your family. That's not patriotism. That's racism. Your political views do not justify your racism and your hate towards your own people. Patriotism is upholding the Constitution. Your political views is understanding what is actually happening and what your president is actually doing, what our president is doing. You're Latina. You were raised to be a conservative. Conservative, we have moral values and standards to uphold.